Welcome to Freed on Business. He grew up in South Florida, has been in business here since the early 90s, and has closed over $3 billion in deals. He's seen it all. He always has an opinion, and he's always ready to share it. Informed, entertaining, and connected, he has his finger on the pulse of South Florida's business community. He's Jim Freed, and this is Freed on Business.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy all the time, but today I'm even happier. You're going to go, who's that with you, Jim? That's my intern from UF, Noah Cam. Noah, say hello.
Hi. Thanks for having me on, Jim.
It's my absolute pleasure. It's my annual show where we talk to my intern and find out why they went to UF. So Noah is from Michigan?
Yeah.
Michigan. Okay. He's from Michigan. He goes to UF. You guys have a home in Florida. Is that why you picked UF or?
Yeah, South Florida. So the main reason I picked UF is because I want to live in Florida. And I figured building a network in Florida, going to school here, especially in business and through the Master's in Science and Finance program, was the best way to get started.
See, I didn't even tell him that I'm the human network and the access point to the entire state of Florida. He just figured that out. Actually, Noah is a wonderful testament, I guess, to my ability to mentor, because my mentee from last year, was it last year that Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nico, his buddy from, he'll tell you about the club. They're in a club together at UF. Was my intern last year. So Nico's matriculating up. He knew that I'd love to have another intern. And, Noah gave me a call. We hit it off. Noah, tell him a little bit about the club in UF that you and Nico are part of.
So the club is called the Gator Student Investment Fund, and Nico and I both work in the industrial sector. It's a student-run fund. There's about $1 million worth of endowment that is dedicated to a group of students, and it's a pretty competitive process to get into the club. And we make investment decisions. It's long only. It's kind of run like a long only hedge fund. And we make 2 investment decisions per semester through two pitch cycles, along with 2 holdings reviews per semester. So basically like a quarterly holdings review that's prorated across the school year.
He's so much smarter than I am. It's great to have you on the tee. It's you have different life experiences. And by the way, that's one of the great things about the pairing that we have here as mentor and mentee, is that in my cold calling portion of my day, Noah has really helped me identify the right contacts and the right companies to call on, and has really helped me elevate my game. And I can't thank you enough for that, by the way. Thank you so much for that. He's teaching me every day, and I hope I'm giving him back even half the value that he's giving me. Now, Noah, let's talk about what your goals are for your internship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my goal coming in, obviously, as a 20-year-old, is to learn as much as possible. I'm about halfway through school, and what I've realized is I learned most of kind of the finance and things that I want to know in my career through extracurriculars, not in my classes. So things like clubs, internships. And this internship has been an awesome experience. I've gained valuable knowledge and skills, like mainly consisting of research and looking into companies with, environmental legacy liabilities, and kind of sitting in on meetings and learning how kind of the process goes.
Yeah, today's debt fund day. We're going to do a bunch of calls about the new debt fund that we have, and Noah's been focused on the industrial and private equity side of what we do, and today we're going to do a little bit more real estate, which his current stuff touches but doesn't really focus on, and that's really my focus. And the skill set that I've been working to share with Noah goes towards business organization. Yes, we did my thing about lists, and we saw how disorganized I appear optically. But when I need to find out what happened on April 13th, I can do that too. So, and it's not from memory. I got lots of lists and lots of notes. So I'm teaching Noah some of the tricks that I've learned to make cold calls, to keep records. On my daily planner list, we talked just today because he'd never seen my daily planner before, and how I color code the different things to make sure that I have different levels of priority and focus. Noah, what do you think is something that I could help you with for the remainder of your internship? What do you want me to focus on going forward?
Going forward,
I haven't asked him this question yet.
yeah. So something that you could help me with going forward is, yeah, that's kind of a tough question.
Well, we'll give you a chance to think about it. Let's see. So you're at UF. You're going to you're in the finance program, not the real estate program. You're in the investment club. What are the companies that you guys invested in? Are you allowed to say that?
Yes, we are. So we invested in 4 companies this past year. The first of which is Sturm Ruger and Corp. They are the nation's largest gun manufacturer. And something interesting about them is they have no debt. So we made a pretty elaborate model on them, projected their backlog because that was a serious issue, and their average selling price per unit, because that is also kind of why we figured it was a value play. The second company was Finia. They were spun off of Borg Warner. They are a car parts manufacturer based out of Auburn Hills, Michigan, right near where I live. And there was negative sentiment towards kind of President Biden's plan to shift towards EVs. And as a only gas only auto parts manufacturer, we found significant value and market overreaction to a plan that was 8 years in the works. The third company was Sensient Technologies. They're a flavors and fragrances company. And basically, they divested from their fragrance segment, and the market was very bearish on kind of where the just colors and flavors are going. They think fragrances is more stable, and that is why there was more volatility with that company.
So, it sounds to me like you're looking for things in your UF career that are very similar to what we look for on a professional basis. I call it information arbitrage. So we'll be back after this short break, and we're going to do a tribute to our friends at Warren Henry. All right, we're back, and I want to thank our friends at Warren Henry for sponsoring the show for 12, 13 years. I want to thank the University of Florida for providing me with my wonderful intern, Noah. And I want to thank you for watching our show. Our bottom line, we always have a bottom line at the end of the show. And today's bottom line is why somebody from Michigan would choose to go to the University of Florida. Tell me a little bit, just with like 30 seconds or 15 seconds, why UF, Noah?
Yeah, so the first thing that was attractive, obviously the weather. It's incredibly cold in Michigan, and I love the warm, don't love the cold. Secondly, as I mentioned, I love the fact that I want to live in Florida. I want to build a network. And starting that out at the Business School of Florida, especially through the master's program, as I mentioned, is a great start. And lastly, kind of looking back at my experience through the Gator Student Investment Fund and all the involvement opportunities on campus, it is a decision that I'm happy I made so far.
Noah's 20. One of the people I mentor is approaching 50. I've been mentoring him for 17 years. Noah, we have quite a runway. I want to thank the University of Florida Bergstrom Center for Real Estate Studies for being a sponsor of this show, longer than Warren Henry, actually. I want to thank our sponsors at Warren Henry. They've been on this sponsor of the show for well over 12, 13 years. I can always tie in Warren Henry with the show, and today I want to tie it in by going, Larry's in, third generation at Warren Henry Automotive. He is so impressive. I love working with young people and learning from them all the time. Larry has taught me so much. So has Noah. Remember, this is Freed on Business. We drop a new podcast every Wednesday at noon. Reach out to me, DM me. Whenever you call me, it's always all about you. And remember, The person who wants to do something finds a way, the other finds an excuse. Now go out there and make it happen, like my young friend Noah over here. This is Jim Freed for Freed on Business. And remember, go out there and make it happen. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Mr. Mendoza,